Yeah, what's known as a white catfish that everybody up here, when they get about this big, they call them blues. But that ain't a blue catfish. It's a white catfish. Then they have a channel cat. That's it. There ain't no.
You got 3 or 4 different kinds of channel cat.
Well,
They're all different colors. Some of them got.
they got different colors, but they're all got the same DNA. Now, if you want blue cats, the real Oklahoma blue cat, you go to Buena Vista Lake, and I'll tell you, they got them there. My wife caught a 55-pounder there.
What lake was the record with them? When I moved up here, it said 8 pounds.
78 out there. Yeah.
That's what I say. When I moved up here, it's 76. Yeah, I know it went up.
Yeah, they caught a 78-pounder there just 5-6 years ago.
How do you tell the difference between a black crappie and a white crappie?
Count the spines.
See that?
I know that, but they ain't no black ones in here. They're all white.
No, they're all blacks. Very few.
Yeah, these are white in here.
There's very few whites in here, but if you're going to see any whites at all, now's the time because the blacks spawn first, and then the whites. And if you want whites, normally about the only place you can catch them is on Rocky Point.
I've seen a bunch of them up here. I've never seen eggs in the goddamn real black ones.
The real black ones are males,
That's what I'm saying. The whiter ones are the female.
and the whiter ones are the females. But they're all black crappie.
One of them, black crappie, has I think either 6 and a white.
That's
7.
correct.
I'm gonna go mess around the bar.
They have. They also have. You can look at the black crappie, and they're mostly spotted. You know.
You look at a black crappie and they're round. You look at a white crappie and they're long and narrow.
Yeah.
I've caught them out there.
But you know, you can look at a white. You can just put them right there side by side, and you don't have to count them because the white crappie has the purple, blackish bars on them, up and down bars, where the black crappie is just spotted. You know. Water. What we're going to be doing is fishing for spawned out crappie.
Spawned out crappie. What does that mean?
It means they've already laid their eggs. They're already through guarding their nests, and now they're just waiting for food so they can, because the spawning activity is very strenuous on them. It takes them a while to, postpartum, you might say.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get over it. And the first thing they do is they want to start eating again, put back on the weight they lost. And a month ago, fishing right here, the fish were huge. They were anywhere from 1.25 pounds on up to some of them pushing 3 pounds. Most of them were in the 1.75 pounds to 2.25 pound range. Big females and all that stuff. Right now we're mostly fishing for males. We may get a few nice females today, but the thing is they're still really good to eat.
Yeah.
Crappie are the best. And,
Now there's 2 kinds of crappie. There's a black and a white.
black and a white. I doubt we'll catch a white today. We might, but and they've got a little what's known as a crappie nibble on it.
Let me take a look at that now.
And
Yeah.
doesn't look like much, but that's the number 1 bait for me.
For crappie.
Yeah, this one is kind of chartreuse and white. It's kind of dirty right now, so I'm probably going to be putting on a new one here in a little bit.
Okay.
This is a 1/16 ounce Canyon lure mini jig head, and I've taken a sharpening stone, sharpened the hooks on it, so that it sticks in your nail.
That's how you know.
Yeah, see, it won't. See how, if it wasn't sharp, it would slide across your nail.
Okay.
And this is real light line. Jigs, you want to throw them on 4-pound line or less,
Why?
because it acts better. It looks more realistic in the water. Instead of it being an anchor and a rope, it looks like a little minnow darting through the water.
Yeah.
And for some reason, you put that crappie nibble on there, and this fish really go after it.
Okay, so let me see the size on these things right here. Real small, right?
Very small.
Kind of like a guppy.
They look exactly like a guppy, but they're a Gambusia affinis is their Latin name.
Yeah.
But anyway, you just ram the hook right through their lips, let him hang like that.
There it is, right?
There he is.
Very cool. Yeah. That's an average size right there?
Yeah, but earlier in the year it's not. This is black crappie,
Okay.
and it's a male.
How can you tell that?
I just know it from, a female, excuse me. Basically, they have 2 holes instead of 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she spawned out. She's one of the best eating fish there is.
All right.
Let's put it in the live well and get another one.
So how fast are you setting the hook on this deal? I mean, are you hitting it as soon as they?
Fish don't have hands.
Yeah.
So the moment that bobber goes down, I know the fish has it all the way in his mouth. So
Okay.
as soon as it goes under, just set the hook. Some days, if your bait's too big, if you got a little bigger bait on there, you may want to hesitate a second or two to make sure he's got it entirely in his mouth. But
Yeah. Because the catfish you were letting set a little. I mean,
the catfish a little more. They just they grab hold of it and then they suck it in. Where these fish, they suck it in right now. You know.
Yeah. All right, so I saw you open this jar, and that's a pretty sharp smell coming out of this thing. What do we got here?
It's not a bad smell. These are called crappie nibbles.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I don't know how I ever caught a crappie in my life on a jig without putting a crappie nibble on it in my life, because it's all the difference between catching them and not catching them.
Yeah. And we also took a older. Now you're thinking that they get discolored and they're no good, right? I mean.
Well, they still work, but I'd rather have a brand new one with the bright colors on it than I would one that's been faded and used for 4 or 5 trips.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm gonna try this one out, right? And we're gonna see how it works.
and you're more than welcome to.
All right. Okay, so we've caught another one here, and okay, so let's look at the spines, because you say that you can distinguish different crappie on the spines, right? Okay, so what do we got here?
You start counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 and 7 is a black crappie. Usually 8 is on a white crappie, 7 and 8. But normally you associate the colors of the fish with the amount of spines. In this case, this is black crappie all the way.
Yeah.
So
All right, looks like we got something here.
what do you do, Daddy? Almost look like this cookie cutters, huh?
Yeah. And it came in a little bit more. I think you caught that, about 25 yards.
Well, we're a lot closer to shore now. The fish are much shallower than I originally thought.
Cool.
See what the bass are doing, and got a nice bass on it. Yep. There's a nice bass.
Yeah.
We turn them loose.
What were you using on that?
I was using a lizard.
Plastic lizard.
I'll get one out. I got to get another one out.
Now, a lot of people don't know you make your own worms, right? Now, you didn't make these.
I didn't make these.
You did not make
They
these.
were given to me, and I just thought this time of year the fish really like lizards.
Really?
Yeah. So you just feed them what they want, and you take a little bit of this crawdad formula.
Crawdad formula?
Yeah. Just to add some flavor to it.
Steve, do you have a technique with laying crappie here? Is it just kind of like any fish?
Any bony fish, you can do it just basically the same way.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there looking at this right now going, man, those fillets look good. And they are too.
Yeah.
I'm one of the better eating freshwater fish.
Does it have a fishy taste to it?
None at all, none, 0.
Really?
Yeah, I'll even give you the.
What's the best way to cook crappie? You gotta.
There's only one way to cook crappie. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay, let's hear it.
Fry them.
Fry them. That's it.
That and catfish. The other ones you can do whatever you want. You can bake them, broil them, barbecue them. Crappie and catfish, fry them. You'll never regret it.
Now, do you soak them in milk? Do you have to with even these ones?
You don't have to, but I do.
Right. That kind of takes off some of the.
If there was any bad taste or anything, it would pretty much take care of any bad taste with crappie. Normally don't. I just do it with everything. I do it with all my fish and game, and just over the years, just really works out good. They're really good eating that way.
Yeah. Well, there it is. That's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, we got a bag full of fillets.
Got a life bag. That's enough to feed you and your family tonight. I
Yeah,
guarantee
no
you.
bones even, dude. Man,
bones.
you're like the master of filleting too. A lot of fish, right? Over the years.
You have to do a lot of fish to learn how to fillet, but I'm nothing. I can't do it anything compared to those guys over at the coast when they go out on the deep sea boats.
Yeah.
Them guys are unbelievable.
Right. So today we, we didn't hit the large jackpot, but we got some. I think we picked off 5, and I guess it's you never know, right? Some days you can come out here and you're pulling 25 in an hour, and then the next day you're coming out here and you're getting 5 and 3.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we pulled up a bass. That was cool. And so there's no time. You can come out here at any time and pull these up, right? I mean, there's no set time.
I mean, use your heads, and if you don't know what to do, ask somebody.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people around that are catching fish. Say, sir, do you mind helping me? Or ma'am, do you mind helping me?
Right.
My wife always helps people, and I do. Wherever we go, we want people to catch fish. The reason I want to do it is because I believe that our sports of hunting and fishing and the outdoors are under siege by people that don't want us to do these things. The more people we get doing them and enjoying them and having fun, the more we're going to have a tsunami over the top of the people that don't want these things.
Yeah.
So that's the way I feel about it.
Very cool. Now, if anybody has any question about fishing, of course, Steve, you're always willing to help people out.
I'm always available.
You're on Facebook. You can look at Steve Merlo on Facebook, and you can send him a message, and I'm sure he'd love to help you out.
Anytime.
And this will be in our next issue. We're going to do it like we've done some of our past stuff. People love that stuff. We're going to be in there, and you're going to give tips on how to catch these crappie.
I'll have my all the stuff that I know about crappie will be in there. Where to look for them.
We got our best people on it.
Yep.
All right.
We'll see.
Anyway, thanks for helping us out, Steve. Awesome as always. This is Billy. This is Steve. This is Baker Show Tough.
We're out.